Welcome back to the grind for another Cavalier event quest guide. This is going to be for the Mutant quest, the new nodes, and this might be one of my favorites for the new set of nodes. It has Reckless, Abandon, and Antagonistic, and then also Roll with the Punches, which means if you don't have buffs on you, then when you parry, the stun duration of the next parry is going to be shorter. But with Antagonistic, you have the ability to go unblockable, and while you are unblockable, each hit on the opponent has a chance to give you a stackable passive Fury. In addition to that, depending on how many buffs you have on you when you knock the opponent down, that is going to increase the duration of the unblockable buff that you get. Colossus is an ideal champion for this because he very frequently wants to knock the opponent down with heavy attacks, and he has lots of armor up buffs, meaning that his unblockable buff is going to be very long, and he very quickly with one special 2 can get enough damage to finish off the fights. Now, any mutant champion can work for this even if they don't have buffs naturally, so you can see every heavy attack you get an unblockable buff, and even if the opponent gets defensive and holds block, you'll be unblockable after you knock them down, so you can just attack in. Now if they do have 1 bar of power, then you are going to have to worry about baiting out specials, and that might waste most of the unblockable time. But if you time it and knock them down when they have no power, then you have a whole window that you can just go in. Now you see here, you can throw special attacks into blocks if you have just knocked them down. So if you don't want to worry about getting an opening, you can just throw your heavy attack and then launch your special attack right after and get your hits in. And you can also just attack into the block after knocking them down, and again stack up those Furies and get those easy in. So not only does the node give you the benefit of having easier access to attacking the opponent, but also, while you have the unblockable, you get more damage from those Furies that you build up. Professor X is another good option. He may not have buffs that he activates throughout the fight, but he does knock the opponent down frequently, and I do make several mistakes in this fight, but we do manage to pull it off and highlight a couple additional things with this fight, because Professor X actually has the ability to go unblockable in his own kit. So not only can he go unblockable from heavy attacks by knocking the opponent down, he can also throw off his special attacks when he has mind control active, and that is going to make his special attacks unblockable. And we're going to see that you can actually build up more Furies with your special attacks during that unblockable phase. So champions that have access to that, which actually Colossus is another one that has access to unblockable special attacks, he has the ability to ramp up even faster. So now we're throwing off our special 3, and we're going to be activating mind control. And now we are throwing off our unblockable specials, and you can see here we have 3 Furies. After this next hit, we have 4. And once you do get into the rotation with Professor X, you are going to build up prowess buffs, and that will help you to prevent the shortening duration of the parries, as well as your heavy attacks giving you a longer unblockable duration. But typically once you get into that rotation, the fights end, so you don't really get to utilize those aspects of the prowess buffs as much, but you do still have access to it. Magneto is another fantastic option because he very quickly and easily can build up a lot of prowess buffs, meaning you will not have to worry about the parry stun being shortened, and you'll have very long unblockable access, allowing you to get ins at any point during the fight, and you basically remain unblockable the entire fight, because with Magneto you are also very frequently knocking the opponent down and then charging up your heavy to multiply your prowess buffs to increase the duration of the next unblockable attack, or the unblockable buff. Now, I do make several mistakes once again against this domino, and I try to evade when I'm unlucky, and therefore it fails, but you can see we finish off with a very satisfying special 2. Now we're just going to play a little bit of that back just for fun, but let me know what your thoughts are on this quest and the nodes within it, what champions you prefer to use, and how you like it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.